Hello, Notion Inc. I'm just starting this right this second because my battery level just changed to 25%. I don't know if you can see it very well. That's probably a little bit better. And I kind of want to run through some things with you. This is the Pixel Qi model. I'm running, I have 3G, but I'm only running Wi-Fi. I don't have a SIM card or anything yet. I am hooked up wirelessly to the Wireless G network, and I also have my airplane mode on. Again, Wireless G. My display is on automatic, which is around 30% at the moment. About my Atom, here's the kernel. I updated it yesterday. Model number, so on and so forth. The batch that went out around February 1st, January 30th, somewhere around that. I got it last week. So what's been using my battery, 99% is my display, and my Wi-Fi is 2%. Just to let you know, applications, I only have a couple on here, and I did not root this device, and the only things I'm running are these two pieces of these two applications, so I'm not really running much. So I'm only getting, with this current setup, around a 4 minutes per percent. I drop 1% every 4 minutes, plus or minus a little bit. So I'm going to shut my Atom off and power it back up. I actually did a factory reinstall using the settings because I was having a couple of problems, one being the battery, another being the boot screen, and the last one being my GPS. You can see this little blotch right there. Rohan said that was normal, so be it. It kind of goes away when you're not on this screen, so it's nothing really to worry about. It's only when the screen is in this kind of color. So I was having a lot of trouble with my boot screen, and the boot screen would be the next one where it says Atom. It would get hung up. One time it took me about 6 times to get through it. I actually had to plug the device in, and this is the screen I'm talking about. Since I did the factory reset about an hour ago, that seems to resolve itself, and it seems to, there you go, load up pretty smooth. Something you'll notice right away is that my Wi-Fi connection is probably gone because I don't have the time. So let me go in. I'm going to, so there's, don't know where the time comes from, but let's go back into settings and go into wireless networks, and my Wi-Fi connection is indeed gone. Sometimes it also goes away when it goes into this hibernation stage. I'm surprised it does that. So I'm going to turn on my Wi-Fi and let it sit here and connect while I'll kind of start explaining the other problems that I have. So my battery, again, it's about 4%, sorry, 1% every 4 minutes. When my brightness is on 80%, I only get about 2.5 minutes out of a percent droppage. So I am connected, so I'm going to go back out of here. And again, you can see my applications. The only thing I'm running now, it added that media player, and I can kill it. For some reason, it automatically starts up. No big deal. So I'm going to kill it. Just I want you to see that I'm not really running anything but a Wireless G network. So I'm going to go back to my About Atom. My battery use is going to say display. In a couple of minutes when I go back into it, it's going to tell me that my Wi-Fi is taking up some time. So I'm going to kill this notification bar, which is sometimes also a little bit difficult. There it goes. So that's gone. So I am going to check my status. I was at 25% when I started about 4 minutes ago, and I'm now at 24%. Granted, I did boot the device up, but it seems no matter what I do, I just lose 1% every 4 minutes, regardless if I'm running Pandora, Angry Birds, doing some surfing on the internet. It's, give or take, it's roughly about 4 minutes using the brightness at this level. When I use a brightness that's a bit higher and more to my liking, it does drop a little bit significantly down to about 2.5 to 3 minutes per percent. So I'm going to get out of here. Again, I don't have a SIM card in here. I am still running, what do you call it? I'm still running the Wi-Fi, wireless G, and my airplane mode. So I'm going to go back here, and another problem I was having was, and reason I did this privacy factory data reset was because my GPS yesterday worked when I did the update via the USB cable, and I was able to get, you are here in the United States, but now I tried it earlier today, and I could not get a GPS signal. It would not tell me where I was. I did the GPS test using an app, and it picked up some satellites, but it didn't tell me my location. It only said it found some satellites. So again, I was having trouble with that, the boot screen, and of course the battery. I also have a problem with the, you can't see it here, the camera lens. I thought there was film on it. We discussed this. I'm waiting for a reply on that. I need a new piece of glass because I thought there was film based on everything I read, but there was no film on mine, and it is all scratched up. I don't mind paying for it, no big deal, but I would like to make this thing look nice and work properly. So I'm going to go back into, I want to show you that I do have the latest version of Your Atom is Up to Date. That used to not do that, but with the new version, that's good that it tells you, in fact, that you are up to date. What else can I show you? My date and time are all set correctly. Today is the 6th. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time, so that is all set. My location and security, in case you're wondering if I'm running GPS right now, the answer is no. I don't have GPS on. So I'm at about 6 minutes and 45 seconds into this. I do expect in about another minute, a minute and a half, to lose another %. So battery use, I told you before that we would see Wi-Fi kick in. It's at 2%. If this goes into sleep mode and I give it 5 minutes, so when I turn it back on, cell standby will be on this, and it'll be really high. It'll jump up to about 30–40%, even though I'm still in airplane mode. It's looking for a cell phone, and maybe that's draining some battery, but it's not doing that right now. That's not on my list. Status is 24%. I suspect that this will drop to 23% within the next 60 seconds or so, because that's kind of the pace where I'm usually at. Running, I don't know if I showed you this before, my model number is N13421-A01, and my build number is NIP200400211. And kernel number is 2.6.32. I do love the device. It seems, real sensitive to my touch for the most part, except up here in this notification, window. Let's go back here and into settings, because I'm right about the 8-minute mark. So I suspect. I'll show you battery use one more time. Still 99% and 2%, which equals 101%. Strange. It must not do any rounding. And I'm still at 24%. I suspect in the next now 20 to 30 seconds that this changes to 23%. We'll get back out. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, I'm not running mailed or anything right now because it just did do a factory install. So I'm not downloading anything. Nothing's kind of coming to my machine here. I'm not syncing anything. Auto sync is off. That is all taken care of. So I'm going to go back to About Atom, check my status, and there I am. I'm at 23%. So in less than 9 minutes, or just about 9 minutes, I lost 2% of my battery. So, even if you rounded it to 10 minutes, I'm losing 12% of my battery in an hour. Again, that's being generous. I'm losing more around, 15% of my battery at this brightness in an hour. Lasts about six hours or so at this current brightness level. Seems a little strange, and again, has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Thank you. I just wanted to show you. I'm not going to share this with anyone. Thanks, everyone. This is Jared. Bye.